Hi, we're working on the next component of Apraxia, which is it uses AI. We're working on the next component of Apraxia, which uses AI. I'm sorry about this. I don't like to end videos, so we'll before to proceed here. So we're working on Apraxia, and we're adding the next component, which is creating a AI generated of content of media or that is to be created in conjunction with the pitch to so we're going to use I'm sorry here I got some interference, very intrusive, and that rubs off. It's negative. It rubs off everywhere, that intrusive, because then I see something and then it brings a negative connotation here. I don't like this for my audiences. It's not good. It's it's just horrible. So, but let's proceed here. We're not going to let these distractions, ignorance, hinder us from getting to what we need to do done. So we have the AI source generated material conjunction of the pitch of a song. A sound, we said a sound. Oh, I made that sound. I didn't really think of anything not when I think of it. But we'll try again. Those two sounds. So why do we want this? So the reason why we want this is when I try to communicate, or someone with apraxia tries to communicate, it's depth of sound which they are experiencing an issue with a lot of the times. This makes it harder for them to communicate because assimilation makes certain words go together. It's puzzle blocked. Then there's so much to that. A totalitarian government contributes to that. Is a factor in the sense of assimilation and what's coming together, not what you said, but what's coming out of your mouth. We talked about it before, where you have to actually listen and see what you're saying, and you have to process what you think you heard from your own mouth because of the situation. So that's the pitch of sound. So why is this important? I don't need any instance from that. All energies are negative. They don't go with me. I don't need it, and I have someone there that's already there, and I'm not looking to replace them. So I'm not interested. So moving forward here, issue with a lot of time. I told you the government plays a factor. That's not all the way there, but let's keep moving forward. Sorry for the distractions. We're forcing with space and air here. So let's move and keep going here. Totalitarian government, part of it is, why do we put that? Assimilation. That's why we put this here, for assimilation. So we'll move forward here. So going forward, we have that sound. So I want to tell owners of the wash, the car, the dog, and the city for very good for the city of Elk, or I don't know the name. City of the dog shop on the Gold Coast. I want to tell them I'm so happy about your dog shop because it is such a beautiful property, and every one that I ever seen come out of there always left with a smile. I just want to be part of it somehow, some way, and the only thing that I have to offer is a complete sanitation of the dog shop using an electrostatic sprayer. Using the electrostatic sprayers that I recently ordered. I'm so excited about having them, and I'm a huge advocate for removing all types of really being super duper. Like, if I could have self-sanitizing hands and feet and everything else on my body, that would be good. But what conditions? As current, well, not say as current state, as a state, you be careful what you ask for. That's what I'm battling there. But the gist of it is that I'm big. I like sanitation, and I ordered electrostatic sprayers. I do work with tools and the work that I'm in. I have an opportunity to get for the electrostatic and spray. I started something back in 2019, 2020, actually 2020, what the year was. Not need to add any non-prevalent information there. 2020, particle safe, and that was with this same objective here in mind. So the opportunity has come alive, and so why am I going over this? I don't know. My point is that your dog shop is so great, and the only thing I can think about where I can pay a part of it is providing my service where I sanitize your establishment using the electrostatic sprayer that I got. Why do I go? And how do I do that? This would be through a service company. Completely insured in service company, and I've been contracting with to a service company. So yes, this would be through a service company. Completely insured, insured. In business, and so in business and insured. What I've done, and I've done some work around locally and voluntarily, and I would like to offer my service to you. That's the only thing that I have to be part of it. The service is really not bad. It's only $49 for the first time, and we'll be using a formula that kills COVID and 99.9% of bacteria. Within 60 seconds. So it's really simple. It takes about 30 minutes. 30 minutes is the average length of time that it takes. This just depends on the level of detail. of the areas that's being cleaned. There's that's really what it will come down to is the level of detail. For larger surfaces, it doesn't take long. For smaller surfaces, it doesn't take long. So that would just depend on the number of surfaces and whether they're small or large. So here is here is Groomies. Groomies is a pet shop that I found on Google, searching for pet shops or pet grooming in Gold Coast, Illinois. So Groomies is here in Chicago. This says near North 360, Magnificent Mile, River North. That's about all that's the only thing that really sounds familiar, is the Magnificent Mile. Interesting. I just, this is how green I am to this. Northwestern School. I didn't know that Northwestern was near the Magnificent Mile. So that was really interesting to me. Well, that is really interesting. So the Magnificent Mile, this is near the Gold Coast. To tell you if that's Gold Coast, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just know because I had work orders in the area before. So that's how I heard of Gold Coast. And so that's that. So that is there. What I'm doing is I'm making this video. So this video, I said that I seen the place in the Gold Coast. I just giving like some type of random suggestion. Okay, so we're on the topic of apraxia. We're talking about electrostatic cleaning. Okay, so we're talking about work orders. Okay, so I'm bootstrapping this thing, Apraxia, and I do work orders through a platform. It's called Field Nation. And I'm a service provider there, and it's good because I get to get experience in different aspects or whatever, and I'm insured up to $1 million. So it's like, I can trust them. I can make um, judgment calls on whether or not I feel comfortable with doing the job. So it's a bunch of skills that's being developed along the way. Decision making, preparedness, all of these things. It was really a tool for my project management professional studies and preparation, and it's been a great source. And I'm happy there for it. And so, I haven't been really. I have my company that I have, Arabian Inc. It, I don't even like saying the company because if it's not generating profit, I don't need to even talk about it. That's how I look at it. So I need to. Well, it's part of it's online, but I haven't been able to do work orders, like as far as like. Using it as the company to do work orders because I haven't had to work. I'm sitting here working for trying to bootstrap and I haven't had to work. So I found I came across this electrostatic sprayer and it's a commercial tool. I was using the particle safe back in 2019, 2020, and the opportunity has come about. For me to move forward and possibly start doing these work orders on my own behalf, on behalf of myself. So like the service company, and I contract to the service company. I'm a provider. I'm insured. So that's always great. So that's up to 100%. I pay, that's fees or penalty. There's fees like 16% of whatever's earned. That goes towards platform fees or ability, just different things like. So yeah, so all I have all these things that's really worked in my favor. But that's besides Apraxia. Getting back to what's in what we're about here, and that is we want to so we're talking about Apraxia. So the Apraxia totalitarian government at the surface is small or large. We're wanting to contact this owner and because I have apraxia doesn't mean someone is stupid, or just because someone has autism doesn't mean they're stupid. But so or if someone is missing a limb, it doesn't make them any more incapable than someone else, or it doesn't make them different. I don't know. So going forward on that, we have so we want to ask, we want to tell the dog shop or grooming shop I really like your business because you have one of the most beautiful properties, and every time I ever seen someone leave out of your shop, I they always had a smile on their face. And the dog, I really want to be part of your shop. I, out. Except for
Okay, so we'll go back to this here. So we want to tell everyone this. And if I talk to them on the phone, I shot the recordish from the hair. I can't talk and say other things or leshon. So that doesn't matter. I can't say everything I like to say. I think I do good communicating with you here. So let's not go there either. That's really bad. So I want to say this thing, but I want to say it in tone. So you see commercials and maybe roofing, plumbing, or you see all these different commercials and they all have this jing to them. And so what we want to do is we want to recreate that with the help of AI. So I want this here to have the jing of a sound. We gave it. That's the sound I want all of this to come out. And when you think of sound, let's see if we can do drawing here. For what sound is. So we're gonna let's see here. So we did the sound. That's the one we did. So that sound. And light touches at the end. But it's cone, not cone. But let's see here.